Mr. Hamilton has no doubt called this meeting for a further debate upon his assumption bill.
Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume states' debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it?
That bill is an outrage. Let every state pay its own debts. Why should North Carolina pay the debts of Connecticut?
We've always blocked that bill, and we'll continue to block it to the last day.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. You're gonna need congressional approval, and you don't have the votes.
We're going to reconvene after a brief recess.
If I could only get hold of Jefferson and Monroe.
But to back your assumption bill?
Yes.
Secretary Jefferson, Senator Monroe, sir.
How do, Hamilton?
I want you to sit down.
Mr. Hamilton, we wish to speak to you about the location of the capital.
Much may be said in favor of New York and Philadelphia.
You talk as if New York and Philadelphia were the only places in the Union.
Had you any other place in mind?
Hasn't the South as much claim as the North?
Certainly not, sir. The South could not possibly be considered.
The South will put up a mighty stiff fight for it.
Is that your final word, Mr. Hamilton?
My decision on this matter is just as irrevocable as your decision regarding my assumption bill. Excuse me, I'm sure I have the General calling.
Did you hear what he said? Do you think it's a bait?
He means he'll support us if we back his bill.
We can't do that. It's against all our principles.
We've got to do it. We dare not let the capital go to the North.
Forgive me for leaving you. Although I fear, gentlemen, our interview is at an end.
Mr. Hamilton, I've always found that in settling arguments, it is necessary to give and take.
Precisely. To give the least and take the most.
Now, in regard to the capital, I've a proposal to make.
Won't you sit down?
Oh. Since we cannot agree upon the selection of a city, why not build us a new city?
That's certainly an original idea.
On the Potomac, halfway between the North and the South.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jefferson, but my decision is irrevocable.
I think you said as irrevocable as our decision about your bill.
Did I? I think I did.
Suppose we pass your bill in return for the capital.
Gentlemen, this is really a surprising proposal. I'm afraid I must have time to think that over.
No, this must be decided now.
In that case, gentlemen, I shall feel compelled to agree.
Shall we put it in writing?
No, I think our oral pledge will be sufficient.
Your word is your bond. In fact, gentlemen, I would rather take your word than the bond of almost any state in the Union.
Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Click, boom!